Today's notes are section 1.2 from your text, simple random sampling. Today's goals are to determine best practices for using a census versus a simple random sample. In an effort to get to the bottom of the question, what should we call that carbonated sugary beverage? We could do a survey to ask if SOA students call it soda, pop, or Coke. We could take a simple random sample of students from the school. Simple random sampling is a sampling procedure for which each possible sample of a given size is equally likely to be the one obtained. A simple random sample is a sample obtained by simple random sampling. And there are two types of simple random sampling. First, there's simple random sampling with replacement, SRSWR, which is when a member of the population can be selected with replacement. So that person has an opportunity to be chosen twice, versus simple random sampling without replacement, SRS, is when a member of the population can be selected only once at most. That is, unless otherwise specified, you should assume SRS for this course. In the soda pop Coke example, identify the population and sample. So the population would be all SOA students, and the sample would be just those surveyed. Now, another type of survey is a census, and in a census, an official count or survey of a population, typically recording various details of individuals. So, for example, if we surveyed all students in the school, that would be a census. So here's an example of a simple random sample. Sampling Oklahoma state officials. As reported by the World Almanac, the top 5 state officials of Oklahoma are as shown in the table 1.2. Consider these 5 officials a population of interest. So we're going to list the possible samples without replacement of 2 officials from this population of 5 officials. So we could have for answer A, a governor and a lieutenant governor. We could have a governor and a secretary of state. We could have a governor and an attorney general, or we could have a governor and a treasurer. Next, we could have a lieutenant governor and a secretary. Let's do this, LS. And we could have a lieutenant governor and an attorney. We could have a lieutenant governor and a treasurer. Notice I did not list a lieutenant governor and a governor because we have already listed that. Next, we have the possibility of getting a secretary of state and an attorney general, SA. We could have a secretary of state and a treasurer. And then we could just have an attorney general and a treasurer. So list the possible samples. We've done that. Part B says, describe a method for obtaining a simple random sample of 2 officials from this population of 5 officials. One way you could do that would be to write each letter on a paper and draw 2 from the hat, obviously without replacing them each time. Part C says, for the sampling method described in Part B, what are the chances that any particular sample of 2 officials will be the one selected? Well, we can make a simple probability ratio based on the number of possibilities, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the chances that any one set of 2 would be chosen would be 1 in 10. Part D, repeat A through C for sample of size 4. So so that would be if we eliminated one of those positions. Nope, it would not be eliminating one position, sorry about that. It would just be, instead of having 2 officials, we would have 4 officials. So we'll start with D, Part A, which would be having the GLSA and a GLST, a GLAT, then a GSAT, and then we could just have no governor involved and just have LSAT. Same method we could use for Part B, putting each list of letters on a paper and put it in a hat and draw. And then for Part C, what are the chances that any particular sample of 4 would be chosen? We have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be for Part D, C, that would be a 1 in 5 chance of being selected. Next question. We have pause.